Welcome back to We're Open. Today's guest left their guild and contributed to at least 6 more. Due to connection issues, their avatar doesn't always move. Let's see who it is. Hey Jay, welcome to We're Open. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So who are you in the game?
So originally I was Jay Nightblade. That was the name I was given from the whenever you rolled the wheel, and then as the game went on, just shortened it to just Jay.
You founded the popular guild Renegade. How did it get started?
The game had been out for a couple months, and then they started introducing the idea of guilds. When they introduced it, I just got together with some of my friends, and we started Renegade. I think it might be one of the oldest guilds to be around. We were doing like polls back when Free Realms was still happening in the forums.
Oh wow, I had no idea it's been around that long. What kind of guild was Renegade?
I would just say it's a very social guild. Pretty much when guilds were created, it was Nexus and Renegade, and they were like the only two big ones. And they like for Nexus, you had all these requirements. They're like all these level 20s you had to be, everything like that. For Renegade, it was just someone in the guild, you can get in the guild. They had parties, a bunch of events. We had paintball when they came out with those string spray cans. So you would go around and try to spray each other.
That sounds like a lot of fun. You ended up getting busy and left the guild?
What happened is during the school year, I was on the wrestling team, and our team was pretty intense with practices. We were one of the best in the country, and we would have practice 7 days a week. So usually every single winter, I would go into hibernation from Free Realms. The one winter, there was like some drama going on, and I didn't really feel like handling it. Loyola had like stepped up. He was always coming to me with new ideas. He was able to handle things other officers weren't handling. And I was just like, hey, do you want this? He turned it into what probably most people know it is if they weren't around those first 2-3 years of the game. We're still in touch. We have start a chess match every once in a while.
And why would you say Renegade was so successful?
For as much as I loved Free Realms, there were not a lot of things guilds could do. There weren't guild quests, there weren't like guild houses, there was nothing holding a guild together aside from the chat box. The one thing that we did is we just put in the work in to do all that. We had our guild site, we had forums there. There were movie nights when like the server had maintenance. You would go into the chat on the website. We had a guild bank. People donate to the event.
Guild movie nights are a new one. So what have you been up to since Free Realms?
I was not on Free Realms the last probably year, 2 years. That was when I was going through college. We actually came back though every spring for the Marathon of Mayhem, which was probably some of the most fun we had. Those were I saw you had Zoo on earlier. That was probably some of the most intensive planning I've ever seen inside or outside of Free Realms.
Did you ever win?
We won 2 of the 3, and we would have won all 3 except the first year. 2 of our 6 sessions got disqualified because we weren't following like the labeling correctly.
Oh, that stinks. But 2 out of 3 is still amazing.
Yeah, it was really fun. We had a couple of changes of people each year. I still have pictures that we had to go through, and those are some of the only pictures I still have of Free Realms because you had to put them on a host website. And then college ended, and just been living life.
Do you have any plans for when FRS launches?
Aside from Renegade, I've created like quite a few other guilds, and it's always usually been me and then one conspirator pushing me to create a guild. It's usually somebody that's the face of the guild, and then I'm background planning. Like I had Mr. Mon / Zadriak, and we did like Dynasty and Crusader together. I had Sleepy / Joker. We did Imperius together, and this time Styles. I know he was an officer. And he's pushing me to recreate Renegade. So I think that's what probably we're going to be doing.
So is Styles taking over Renegade, or are you running it together?
I mean, it's always usually co-creators, but Styles definitely has more of the time and commitment to managing, where I, again, be more of the idea person.
I'm getting the feeling you like being behind the scenes.
Oh, definitely. Even in Free Realms, I was just always either in like TCG or in my housing lot. It was just like set up the structure and then let other people be the face of the invites.
Well, you've been doing a great job. Renegade has had a huge comeback on Discord. Can you talk a little about that?
That's part of the Discord server that Styles and I run, and it's pretty active. I check in every once in a while. I try to be active, but yeah, every single day. It's just so many people getting back in touch with each other, and then hopefully when the game comes back out, I still have all those old websites. I'm going to be blast emailing from the members of those websites, telling them about the game coming out and about the servers which they could possibly join.
That's great. You're going to be starting the game with all those platforms. So where can we find you if viewers want to contact you?
I would just say Discord. Yeah. Anyone's free to come contact me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in game and best of luck with Renegade.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. I really have enjoyed watching this series.
I want to thank Jay so much for joining us. Our next guest was a co-founder of a guild known for being in a duo and their videos. Subscribe because you'll want to see this.